Oh, because it's tracking. Stop the tracking. I'll let you know once we're live. Thank you, Chris. In the meantime, I'm just enjoying my bread, okay? My breakfast. Thank you, Chris. Hello, hello, hello. Very good morning. Anyone there on Facebook and YouTube on SANDEMANs Tours? Welcome to Singapore morning. This is... Thank you, Chris. No, I'm shy. Yes, let me know who is here. Hello, Christian from Texas. Hello, good morning. What time is it from Texas? I think should be in the night, right? Okay. Hello, welcome. We're just waiting for our tour to start, and I think it's great that you are the first one here. Thank you very much. Yes, you can share my breakfast. Yeah. All right, my coffee. Yes, and this is something that, you know, really interesting to introduce, all right, to my viewers later on. All right, it's a kind of egg. Yes. Hi. Let me know where you're coming from, who is watching, so that at least I know I'm not alone here. Yes, we are not alone here in Singapore. All right, early Saturday morning in Singapore. Now the time is 10 minutes to 9 a.m. local time. Hello, Michaela. Guten Morgen. Nice to see you again, Michaela. Yes. Hello, Diana from California. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Singapore. As you can see, all right, it is pretty comfortable here. I'm actually at a hawker center, all right? It's a local food center, right? Very interesting. And you can see people behind me, they are queuing up for their breakfast. And we can have anything for breakfast, trust me, all right? They are going to enjoy later on, all right? If you have the chance to walk over, they are having some Asian noodle. Hello, Shannon. Yeah, Shannon. All right, I think Shannon is the moderator, right? Yeah. Gabo! Yeah, Gabo, I'm your fan. Gabo from Argentina, I'm your fan. I enjoyed your tour last weekend. Right, amazing. You gave me a lot of inspirations. Yes, thank you, Gabo. Hello, Shannon from Canada. Oh my God. All right, this is amazing. Right, we have the whole world with us again, and I'm so glad. All right, I'm going to do a tour from Singapore again. Thanks to SANDEMANs Tours, all right, for creating this platform so that we can all get connected. Yes, and of course later on, I will show you, right, Chinatown. Yep, Singapore Chinatown. Yes, right, and for those who just joined us, all right, my name is Bernard. Yes, my name is Bernard, and I'm your guide for this today's tour. Yes, in Singapore, Chinatown. Yeah, but of course, all right, I need to be full up before I start my long tour. Not really long. I think about 15 minutes to an hour or so. Yeah, so I have already got myself breakfast, Singapore breakfast. All right, so this is the type of breakfast that the local enjoy. Can you see this bread? With a little bit of butter. Yeah, and I'm going to open up the bread so that to show you what is the inside here. So it's butter, and then we have a special jam. All right, it's melting, and that's why we can't see the jam. Yes, maybe I can see the kaya jam. I can ask the owner to show me the kaya jam. 你拿一点点那个 kaya 给我看，因为 Yes, I speak Mandarin. Singaporeans, we are most of us are effectively bilingual. I speak English and Mandarin. Yes, Chris appreciated. 这样可以，我不要动，我只要给他们看。So this is I'm just worried that it will fall. Okay, let me try. This is kaya. Okay, it's a special coconut jam. All right, it's a special coconut jam made from sugar, eggs, and coconut. Very yummy. Right, I love this. Right, I can have this every day for my breakfast. Yeah, and you realize that I have some eggs. Right, I have some eggs here. It's actually soft-boiled eggs. So how we enjoy this soft-boiled egg, I'm going to demonstrate. This is a bread sauce. All right, just a little bit of bread sauce. Yes, and I'm going to stir it, mix it up. Yeah, very nutritious, very nutritious breakfast. And this breakfast, all right, is a very traditional breakfast in Singapore. You can find it in Malaysia as well, but there's variations. Yeah. Hello, Tigel. Nice to see you again. Right, and of course, we can actually dip the bread. All right, we dip the bread. Right, let me know if you can. Sound is okay. Visual is okay. Right, so that you will not miss me enjoying my kaya toast. Yummy. I'm sure, later on I will have enough energy for all of us for this tour. And of course, not forgetting my Singapore coffee. So difficult too. Yeah, we always have a saucer. So it's black coffee actually. All right, it's black coffee, but hello, Ivan. Yes, Ivan. Wow, you make it for this streaming. Thank you very much. All the best for your exam today. All right, Ivan is also going to become a future tourist guide. Yes. All right. So yes, and this is kopi o. We call it, the local call it kopi o. Yeah. So this is like a must for me every morning. And I actually, where am I? For those who have just joined me, all right, I'm actually in a local hawker center. So this is where, all right, we come here for affordable and yummy food, right? So it's not true that Singapore is an expensive place for food. Actually, it's really cheap, all right? I may do another tour, all right, to talk about the hawker center culture, but I'm so proud of the hawker culture because it is actually listed in UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. Similarly, on the same rank as French cuisine, Thai massage, and Indian yoga. Yes, right? So, yes, Christian, is that soy sauce? Yes, in the egg, yes, it is. You want to try some? You have to come to Singapore, huh? All right, and then I'll bring you, all right, to this wonderful store here behind me. All right, that sells fantastic kaya toast, right? And we use white bread. All right, so, and they grill it. All right, and this is so yummy. Just can't help it. I got to have another bite. Yes, garbo. after I saw what you've been eating during your tour. Right, it makes me hungry. So just a little bit of the hawker culture. All right, I was talking is under UNESCO. Yes, and that's why we're so proud of it. And most locals will love to come here with our friends. I can show you. All right, around. Let me just turn the. All right, and you can see people are already queuing up 9 a.m. All right, for this fantastic store that sells curry noodles. All right, so this is the type of curry noodles that we love it. Yeah, spicy, yeah. We have very strong stomach. We have very, very strong stomach. Yep. Okay, just give me a moment. Right. Yes, everyone is hungry early in the morning. Yep. So let's talk a little bit about the tour this morning that I have prepared. Right, I spent the last week, all right, working with Chris from SANDEMANs, all right, to make sure this will be a perfect tour for all of us from in Singapore, Chinatown. So I'll be bringing you, all right, to the heritage area of Chinatown, and that's why, all right, the theme for this tour is called walking back in time. Yes. So expect to see a lot of interesting sights, all right, in the area, and of course the architectural, all right, of that area is something that is going to hopefully, all right, bring a new experience, all right, for you. Yes. All right. So now the time is already 9:01. I think I should start going. Yes. I'll come back for this again later on. Yes. All right. 谢谢. Oh yes, I just say 谢谢 means thank you in Mandarin. Yes. And of course, good morning in Mandarin is called 早安. 早安. All right. Yeah. 谢谢. 谢谢. Okay. So I'm going to put on my mask because in Singapore, the law is that you can only take off your mask if you're eating or you're drinking. Yes. If not, we have to put on our mask, and I hope that the sound is still well. Give me a thumbs up or give me a +1, right? For those who have joined my tour, right? You know, I love to see +1 on your comment. Yes, yeah. So that I know that everything is going well. Are we ready for the tour? Yes. Let me get my bag. Here we go. I hope the bag doesn't affect my mic. Okay, say hello, my wonderful lady. All right, that make me the bread today. All right, and her son. Yes. All right. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again. Bye bye. Yes. 自己跟自己讲话. I just tell them I have to talk to myself. Alright, okay, so this is the hawker center, and we are going out of the hawker center. Yep, and we are on our way to the heritage area. So you can see, right, is non-air conditioned. Right? Good morning, Dai! Tokyo! Yes! Oh my god! I made so many new friends. Yeah. So for those who are new to Singapore, all right, we are actually a multi-racial culture society. Yes. So today, all right, we have about 75% Chinese. Okay, just let me. All right, 75% Chinese, 15% Malay. Okay, something wrong. Wait, 15% Malay and 10% Indians. Yes, and that's why today we have different ethnic quarters. Yes, in Singapore, and today we are going to. Ivan, you learn very well. Yes, so we are going to visit this part of Chinatown that is like very close to my heart. Yes, very close to my heart. I will explain why. So it is not the usual tourist area that I'm going to show you. Yep. So yes, thank you, Diana, for your +1. Yes. Georgiana. Yep. Welcome, welcome, guys. Oh, Dennis, you missed the hawker food. Never mind. Later on, you can watch the recording as well, right? Yeah, so it's a wonderful thing about technology. So the ethnic quarters were actually here. All right, the ethnic quarters were actually set up as early as the 1800s. Right after the British were here, right, the migrants, all right, started to arrive, and it was pretty a chaotic situation then, because of the different culture, different languages in Singapore, and that's why. All right, I just want to make sure everybody, the visual is good, yeah, and of course my hair, yeah. So the British came out with a town plan, all right, came out with a town plan to make sure, all right, the different races live in harmony. So I'm going to show you, all right, the town plan. Yes, can we see the town plan now? Yep, so this was the town plan, all right, planned in 1822, that actually divide the Singapore city into different ethnic quarters. And so as you can see, all right, on this map, there's a European town, all right, there's a red kampong. Kampong means village in Malay, yes, and we have the Singapore Chinatown, right? Chinatown up on the near to the bend of Singapore River. All right, you can see it here. So I hope this map helped us a little bit, all right, on the explanation of the ethnic quarters of Singapore. So where is Chinatown today? All right, let me close the map. Yep. So where is Chinatown today? I'm having a problem with putting the, okay. All right. So behind me, oh, I need to, give me a moment, guys. I'm so sorry because this thing is like, okay. Yes. So can you see? All right, I'm just going to come here. So we have a beautiful, yes, I'm going to stay focused. So you can see this road. All right, so this is the main road that cut across the city. And you can see, I'm just going to zoom in. That is Chinatown, the main area of Chinatown. We are already in Chinatown, all right? But where the cars are moving towards, that is the more popular area for tourism, all right? But as I mentioned, all right, sorry guys, yeah? All right, I'm going to show you this beautiful shop houses, which you're going to see a lot later on, yes? So, this is Saturday morning. Oh, look at the flowers. I'm on an overhead bridge, yeah, so that I can show you guys, all right, what we can see here. And those tall buildings, those are actually public apartments, all right? They are not private apartments like this one, all right? Yeah, you can see Hong Lim Complex. This is where I come from earlier on, all right, from the hawker center. Yes. So we need another tour if you want to talk about the public apartment. So many things to share with you, right? So we're going to focus on today's theme, and that is walking back in time. So when the British came, all right, to set up the trading post, I have to be careful because I'm on the steps. Yeah. When they when the British set up a trading post, all right, of course it attract trade, and the early migrants, all right, came in, and of course in search of a job. because then, all right, in the 1800, early 1900, all right, China was not in a very healthy situation, all right, in terms of political, social, economic as well. Yes, all right, beautiful weather in Singapore. Now I think the temperature is about 28 degrees Celsius, all right. So here we have a monument that represents, all right, the early Chinese migrants. So they were here with only a hope. And that hope is to come here, find a job, earn a small fortune, and head back, all right, to their families in China and be united. And that's why, all right, most of these early Chinese migrants are male. Yes, and you can see that they are topless. I think for two reasons. First reason, right, the weather. Singapore weather, sunny and humid, all right, throughout the year. So it's not fun, all right, to wear your even autumn clothing here. Secondly, most of them, all right, came with not much of a skill because most of them were farmers back in China. So when they arrive, they have no choice but to become hard labor, working around the Singapore River as cargo carriers, carrying cargo. So of course, it takes a lot of energy, and that's why you can see this man here fencing himself. Right? And some of them turn into a hawker trade. Yes. So this reminds me of my great-grandfather. My great-grandfather also came along, all right, came to Singapore, and all he wanted to do was, he has the same dream as this man, yeah, to get some money, all right, earn some money, and head back. Unfortunately, all right, his dream never come true. Why? Firstly, he did not earn enough. How much money can you earn as a cargo carrier? Right? Later on, my great-grandfather started to become a street food seller. But how much can you earn? Not much. And when the Chinese son promised the mother that I'll be back, all right, I'll be back, it means that he wants to bring a little bit more fortune for them in China to have a more comfortable life. So what happened was, all right, my great-grandfather continued to work, all right, continued to work in Singapore. And that's why my grandfather, my father, and myself, all right, we are true blue Singaporeans today. So please do not, if you come here and you see an Asian face like this, oh, and immediately ask them, are you from Thailand? Are you from Vietnam? No, we are 100%, all right, true blue Singaporean. So if I go to China, I'm like one of you. I'm like a tourist. Yes? Shannon asked what is the weather temperature in Singapore this morning, right? So it's just pretty comfortable, right? So now it's around 28 degrees Celsius. But because of the humidity, I'm starting to feel like it's 30 degrees. But fine, all right? The weather will get a little bit warmer later on. So we have already arrived at the heritage area of Chinatown. You can see it's still pretty quiet because it's only about 9 a.m. In Singapore time. So look at all these beautiful houses. So when the early migrants arrived, they make these shop houses as their homes. Today, these houses are under conservation. They were built, all right, as early as the 1800s, early 1900s. But I have to share with you some important information about these beautiful shop houses. They are 2 or 3 stories high. Oh, the sun is in my eyes. Huh? Give me a second. Yes, and Of course, they were not so colorful like today because these houses have been reconstructed. All right, we did not tear them down. All right, we redo it nicely so that today it become office spaces, and as well as you can see on the ground floor, restaurants, all kind of food. Yes, Singapore is a food nation. So looking at the architecture of these shop houses, you can see these beautiful wooden windows. So it's kind of like an inspiration from the French windows. And today, all these windows have to be in this authentic original design. Yes, because this is under conservation. And why is it called a shop house? For the obvious reason, in the past, right, we have the shop below and residents will live on top. So the early migrants that I mentioned, all right, they stay on the top floor, right, on the second floor and third floor. And where am I now? I'm actually on the way. All right, so this is the 5-foot way because you can see my hand. Huh? The width of this shop house is about 5 foot. So it is a covered walkway so that when people, because of our weather, right, it is very, very useful, whether it's raining or too sunny. Yeah. Racism, take it from me. No. No, all right? I don't feel racism in this country. We all consider ourselves as Singaporeans. We speak English with everyone here. Whether you are Chinese, Malay, or English, English is a working language. Yes, but of course, all right, sometimes I speak Mandarin, right, with people who knows Mandarin. Even my non-Chinese friends, some of them learn, they know how to speak Mandarin. Yeah. So this is the shop house. And interesting about this shop house is that you can see the shop front is, the width is very short, it's about 6 meters. But, all right, you look at the depth. I'm going to bring you through the depth. It's about 25 meters deep. So this will lead us all the way to the back of the shop house. Of course, these are the new modern facilities that we have built after we conserve the buildings. And what has been done today, all right, is a beautiful courtyard. It used to be just a dirty alley between the houses. And I have fond memories of this alley because I spent my childhood in Chinatown. Yes, exactly. This is the area. All right, this is the area where I stay when I was a child. And I remember I will come to this little alley here and we play soccer. Yes, it's a boys' game, isn't it? But today, all right, it has become an oasis for the office workers who are working here. So you can see we have different kind of companies here. Yeah. So this is the central area. Chinatown is in the central area. And that's why rental, of course, is a little bit more expensive here. So can we live here today? All right? Not really, because this area is designated as a commercial area today, business area. So no one lives in these houses today. Most have become offices. I was trying to get these beautiful windows. Oh, can you hear the birds? Is my voice okay? Just let me know if I need to, if you have any questions, let me know. Are you already very immersed in this beautiful shophouse architecture? Yes, Christian, you need to come when the pandemic is over, plan a visit to Singapore. This is one cool area to visit because why? Now it's all very quiet because it's still Saturday morning. But come this evening, you can see all the restaurants, all the bars. Okay, I know I have a lot of Western European friends here. Yes, $48. Huh? Drinks are not very cheap here because of the high alcohol taxes. Yeah, but come this evening, this whole area will be buzzing. But of course, we take care of safe distancing measures and a lot of measures to make sure we are safe. All right, we enjoy catching up with our friends safely as well. Oh, hey, this is interesting. I just got a man cycle past the rickshaw. So this is one of the earliest transportation you can find in Singapore. Oh, Michaela, that's a nice area to grow up. Honestly, not really. I'm going to share with you some of my childhood stories later on. Huh? Yes, it's really beautiful now because of all the reconstruction and redevelopment. Right? But when I was growing up in the 1970s, I wish I could leave this place. I'll share with you later on, yeah? But coming back to this rickshaw driver, so this also this is also the representation of the kind of job that the early Chinese migrants take on. Today, of course, we don't have, you don't see the rickshaws on the street anymore. Yes, it is in the museum. So if you want to take a look, all right, you have to go to the museum. So even though it's a Saturday morning, it's pretty quiet because most of us work only 5 days in the office, and because of the pandemic, these days, all right, some of them are still working from home. So I'm now on this very important street. It's called China Street. China Street. You see how they name the streets? So I'm just going to zoom in to the street name. So let me know if you can see it. Oh, it's very tiny, huh? Yeah. Yes, China Street. So this street is very, very close to my heart. Can anyone guess why? If you have been listening, following my tour, you'll know why it's very special. Yeah, let me zoom out. Yes, we have a curfew. Not a curfew, actually. We don't have a curfew, sorry. All right, but no alcohol is sold. All right, no sale of alcohol and drinking of alcohol in the public place by 10:30 p.m. So 10:30 p.m. is the cut-off time for any drinking. So I'll have to go home. So by 11 p.m., all the bars will have closed. Yes? Now, so this street, all right, China Street is very close to my heart because this was where I spent 15 years of my childhood in Chinatown. And I really love this place even more today because I still can find my old home. They did not demolish it, they kept it. They kept it, yes. All right, they kept it, and is this unit I will always remember because I spent 15 years of my life here. So I'm going to share with all of you some of my personal stories. What is life like living in Chinatown? Can you see Adelaide Standard? Oh, sorry guys, very heavy traffic here. So this was my old home, guys. I used to stay on the second story, and which is the MRT station. All right, the easiest one is Chinatown MRT station. You see Chinatown MRT station. So it's just a 5 minutes walk to this area. Right? You can find it on the Google map. Yep, you just need to search for China Street. Yes, and then you alight from Chinatown MRT station. Yes. So, yes, this is, I'm going to go over just to make sure that there's no traffic. Yes. Of course, today it has changed into an office. Huh? But I remember when I was born, okay, I already tell my age to the whole world. When I was born in 1970, right? I found myself living here in China Street. Yes. So, and when I was growing up, all right, the street, of course, was not so clean. It was filled with, it was lined up with food street vendors, all right, along the streets of Chinatown, China Street. So you will see stores, all right, selling food on the street. So I'm going to go to a more comfortable place that I can share, all right, with you guys. How was life like living in such a house? Don't envy me first, all right? Do not envy me first. But before that, all right, before that, can you pick up these holes, these tiny little holes above the windows? Oh, people cycling, you know, big sports event these days, activity these days. So these are the only windows that you can find in the shop house. As you can see, because the houses are adjoining, right? So there are no windows inside the house. And that's why it's important to have big windows outside, facing the street, as well as the tiny ventilation holes. Yes? Right, you can see the ventilation holes. Because in the olden days, we do not have air conditioning. Yes, so Tigel, you can come here by ask which MRT station. So Chinatown MRT station. So life was pretty hectic, not very comfortable actually, when I was a child living here, because the infrastructure was not ready. Yeah, but of course today you can see everything is beautiful, done up, even with some beautiful street art. Sorry guys, I still need to learn how to handle the gimbal as well as Chris. Alright, so pardon me if you're like seeing a sudden change of that, the camera. Yeah. So I'm going to put my gimbal down. Okay, I think this is not a very perfect place. Maybe here. Right. So let me just check. Yes, so you can see behind me, right, has been carefully restored. They preserve some of the heritage houses. Is the light okay here? Is it too dark for us? Or is it perfect? Or it's not very stable, this table. Right, I think here is better. Yes, so we were living in one of those shop houses. And because my father, all right, took over the street food business from his father, my grandfather, so of course, all right, he was not making big money. And that's why, all right, we were we come, the whole family, 6 of us, I remember, all right? 6 of us, we were staying on the shop house, but not the whole house, but just a tiny cubicle. And we have to share the kitchen and the toilet, all right, with the rest of the tenants. So in a typical shop house like this, you can have up to about 7 to 8 families living together on a single floor. And there's only one kitchen. So I have prepared a photograph of the kitchen that reminds me of my childhood days. So can you see the kitchen? So earlier on, I think Michaela said, oh, it's wonderful must be wonderful to live in this area. How about this kitchen? If you have to share, all right, a kitchen, which is definitely, all right, not very clean, and it's smoked out because of the bad ventilation, and everyone cooks here, all right? Everybody cooks here. Every family have to use the same kitchen. So my mother has to follow a schedule to use the kitchen. And I remember she only has about 2 hours to cook the food. And then she has to leave the kitchen. And oh, before I forget, this was also her laundry room. So she'll do her laundry, all right, kneeling down, because nobody can afford a washing machine back then. Yes, so this was how we actually, all right, spend time in the kitchen. And that's why the kitchen floor is always wet, because of all the washing happening, happening. And that's why I never liked the kitchen. How about the toilet? The bathroom, I'm so sorry guys, in case you're doing your dinner or having your breakfast, right? I'm sorry, I won't be too descriptive, yes? But there's only one toilet, one bathroom. And you can do your mathematics, right? As I mentioned, there would be about 7 to 8 families, all right, living in one single story. So if you do your mathematics, we will have about like 30 to 40 people sharing one toilet. And that is the place that I never liked. Because why? The smell. And we don't have masks back then. So it is definitely, all right, in my mind, I will never forget that part of my life. And I even asked my mom one day, Mom, when are we going to have a better life? And guess what? My mom just looked at me and she has no answer. She just kept quiet. Of course, she did not have an answer because she did not even know her own future. And so we have no idea when are we going to move out from the slum. Yes, that is the word to describe of these shop houses in the past, the slum. Thank you, Tigao, all right, for loving the pictures. Yes, I thought it would be better, all right, to share with you some photo, and technology really helped us to do this tour a little bit more effective. Yeah, so and I said, okay, and I got a little bit angry when my mother did not give me an answer. I went to my neighbor's house, but when I saw their toilet, I immediately forgave my mom, because this was how their toilet looked like. So I'm going to change the photograph. Don't worry, the photo is still pretty. Yeah, in that toilet, I found this bucket that this man is carrying. Yes, it is the mobile toilet. So they do their business there, and there's no way to clear it until this man came to the house and replaced the bucket. So we call him the night soy man. All right, some machinery just passed me, so I just don't want to interrupt them. Yes. So I can't imagine, everyone is still using this bucket in the 70s. And that's why when I saw this, I rushed back to my house, to my home, and I hugged my mom. I told my mom, sorry, mom, I shouldn't have asked you this question. How is my life? I think my life is better than my neighbor. They're still using the bucket. So when did this nightmare end? And when did my prayer got answered? To move out of the slum? 1985, when I was 15 years old. Yes. The government decided to change, to move people out from the slums, and to move the stores out from the street. And that's where we have the big cleanup movement happening in this country. And so we were moved out. All right, we were so happy. And where were we moved out? Hong Lim Complex. Remember, I was at the hawker center this morning. So my mother stayed upstairs now. So we were so happy. All right, we were so happy that life finally changed. And we were so happy as kids that finally we don't have to share the kitchen and the bathroom with another 40 to 50 people. Isn't it amazing? Never take life for granted. I think I have learned a very valuable lesson living in Chinatown. You're welcome, Diana. I hope the photographs help to make my tour more engaging and you guys can really, all right, have a very good in-depth stories of Singapore, Chinatown. So we move out and of course life would get a little bit better in terms of the living condition. So when after they moved out and these houses started to, all right, so the government started to conserve all these beautiful shop houses. Today, this part of Chinatown, as I walked down, memories came back to me. But at the same time, I'm so glad that it is still so beautiful and cleaner, of course. So as we can see, walking down this street, still very quiet because as I mentioned before, right, it's still early for any drinking. But this evening you'll be busting. Oh, and of course, Starbucks, huh? We cannot live without Starbucks. So I remember that when I was a child, I always go to this Chinese pastry shop because they have my favorite pastry. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is we're going to find this shop together. I'm not sure whether they are still around because after all these years, they might have closed, all right, or the owner would have retired. So let's cross our fingers, all right. Hopefully, the shop is still around, and then I can have the chance, all right, to share with all of us some food stories, right? So Tigao asked me in the 80s, is that when they cleaned the Singapore River? Yes, all right, so the Singapore River took 10 years to clean and we started in 1978. So it was completed in 1988. So it took 10 years to clean the Singapore River. So we are coming to the cross junction. Oh, you can see, right? Everything is well maintained in Singapore. Even every plant, every tree, all right, is taken care of. So we are on Telok Ayer Street now. Yep, Telok Ayer Street. And that is Malay. And it means water by the shore. Okay? So this is the original shoreline of Singapore. So what you see behind me, all right, that's the original land. But what you see in front of this camera with all these tall skyscrapers, all right. Yeah, guys, give me a second, because the gimbal is not. Okay. So the skyscrapers, that belong to the reclaimed land. And reclamation of land started as early as the mid-1800s. So today, about 12% to 15% of our land is reclaimed. So the area, the square, sorry guys. All right, I'm just trying to make sure. All right, I get the right place. So Singapore is about 700 square kilometers, right? So 12 to 15% of the land is reclaimed. Yes, and you can see, Tiga, you were asking me about MRT station. So this is another one. This is another station. So it's called Telok Ayer. So it's named after the street, so it's very easy to remember. So Telok Ayer MRT station. So this is the sign for the MRT station. In case some of you like looking out for the MRT when you're here. Yes. And so the early migrants actually, when they sailed in, all right, they were landed in this part of Chinatown because it's the shore, right? And when they landed, they want to give thanks to the gods. And we are now in front of one of the oldest Chinese temples. Okay. Fuk Tat Shi Temple, beautifully conserved. Today is no longer a temple. It has become a museum to tell the story of the early migrants. But look at the architecture. Everything is so delicate and in detail and handcrafted. Yes, Dai, this is the central business district. So this is where you can also find the offices. And for a traditional temple, we always have photos of the deities to protect, all right, the temple. And what is interesting is this high platform. Can you see this high platform that leads to the temple? Unfortunately, the museum is closed. I would love to bring you in, but because of the COVID situation, all right, they are closed. But nevertheless, we're still able to enjoy this beautiful part of the temple. And you can see this high platform, there's a purpose. When the worshippers, they want to enter the temple to give thanks or do their offerings, they have to cross over, guys. All right, I wish I could have extra leg to show you how to cross over. Yes, my leg. Cross over. They are not allowed to step on this. Right? So why? Because when you cross over this platform, you want to look down, right? And when you look down, you are giving respect to the gods. You are bowing in front of the gods. So the next time you visit any Chinese temple, not just Singapore temple, and you want to enter a Chinese temple, all right, you need to make sure you remember to cross over. So I have a question for Dai. So is this practiced in the Japanese temple? Just a little old photo of the old temple. Right? So you can see nothing much has changed. Huh? So Shannon asked me, is it made from wood or the carving? Yes, it is. All right, mostly from wood. And some of these temples did not even need to use nails. All right, did not even need to nails to assemble it because why? Of the very specific joints and hedges that the craftsmen are able to measure, to create. And that's why you can see everything is still beautifully conserved. And of course, it's a temple, and that's why it's painted in gold, not because of any symbolism to monetary or money, but gold is symbolize a brightness in the religion, right? So I'm talking about Buddhism and Taoism. I can't get enough of this beautiful temple. Yes, where is the shop? Where is the pastry shop? It should be in front. Hopefully it's open. Ah, so in Japan it's the same, right? You're not allowed to step on the platform. You're supposed to cross over. Thank you, Dai, for your sharing. Oh my goodness, you guys are very lucky. The pastry shop that I was looking is open today. Can you see Tang Hock Seng? I grew up with this shop. Even though they have moved their location. Oh, let me show you the pastries. Right. These are all the traditional pastries. Just some example. This is made of peanut. Right? And I forgot to mention that, when people go to the temple for prayer, they will buy some of these traditional pastries as an offering. So you can see some of these pastries here. Oh, all this really remind me of my childhood days. Right, later on I will have the chance to try some of it for you guys, hopefully. I don't see anybody around. Right, so this packet, I'm going to put my gimbal down later on so that I can focus on these little items for you to have a clearer picture. So this is some of the offerings. All right, some of the offerings that people will buy. Oh, this is my favorite biscuit. Because there's a little icing. All right, little icing on it. Yes, and this shop is very famous. 老板不在吗？哈，没有，我跟他讲，我跟老板讲，我会今天来拍一点东西。哦，我跟他讲我会来。Oh, I just told them that I'm here to do some filming. And oh dear, guys, this is amazing. We have an exclusive. All right, exclusive. 好咯，听说咯。你拍都没有人做工。啊。So this is the kitchen area, and now they are very busy preparing the pastries. All right. Oh, you can see him. I do not want to disturb their work, but I think, guys, you guys are in for a treat, because this is what Bernard can do for you to show you the kitchen scene, taking the risk. that I got chased out. Oh, where is the owner? I think he must caught in the traffic jam. Right. Yes. So this is the pastry shop. Ah. Sorry guys, I need to... Did you like what you see earlier on in the kitchen? Please give me some feedback. Oh, Harry, hello, hi. Looks good. Seems like there's a lag, okay, so that's just make sure it is good now. I think it was a lag because I went into the shop. Is it better now, the signal? Were you able to see the kitchen earlier on? Because that was a very precious footage. I can go in again if you guys missed that. If not, probably we have to check how's the recording. Hey Chris, did we manage to see the kitchen scene earlier on? Or was it, there's a lag? Okay, maybe I move out to the open area. So, I'm glad that I finally found this shop. My most beloved pastry shop when I was a child. But the sad news is, the sad thing is, they are going to close for business later this year. Because the owner is almost like 70 years old and he wanted to retire, and he told me he still can't find someone to take over his business. Yes. So this is the famous, they were making the famous biscuit in the shop earlier on. Okay, let me try again. All right, let me try again. Chris, let me know if the visual is good from here. Oh, guys, sorry. My gimbal just, because of battery. Oh, guys, give me a moment, I just need to charge it up. Oh dear, it looks like a tsunami is happening. Anyway. It's really challenging to for a virtual tour to happen, but I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. Okay, I'm just going to power my gimbal again. So pardon me if you see something strange. Alright, okay, it's good now. Sorry guys, technical situation that I cannot control. Yes. So we are going out of the shop. Yes, I'm so glad we found the shop. Yes. And oh dear, what happened? Okay guys, I need to put this down first because of the weight. Okay, hopefully it's working now. Sorry guys, really sorry because the gimbal gave me some problem. I tried to fix it. Okay, so it seems like it's not working very well. I'm not sure what happened. All right, so maybe I just need to do something to it. Huh? Give me a moment. I just need to restart the gimbal. Can you guys still hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up? Can you all still hear me? Alright, so hopefully this is going to work for next 5 minutes, because I want to show you this wonderful lions in front of this building. So this is actually a Chinese clan house. Alright, hope everything is fine now. Sorry guys, I just have a panic attack on the gimbal. So this is the last thing that we want to show you. Oh dear, it's not working guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to try to do it this way. So this is a Chinese clan house, and sorry, Chris, because the gimbal is not working, so I'm just trying to use my hand to balance it. So there's a pair of lion. Can you see this lion here? And there's another one over the other end. So before I end my tour, let's have a little game. Can someone or anyone tell me which of this lion is a female one? Is that one on my left hand side, or that one on the right hand side? Sorry guys, because my gimbal can be some problem, so I'm trying to use my hands to navigate it. So if it's a little bit shaky, please forgive me. I'm trying my very best. Okay, let's hope it's working. Oh my, this is no joke. Oh dear, it's really not. Okay, all right, never mind. Yes, so before anything, I don't want to create any more headaches to you, because I know my gimbal is not working well. So the lion, this is the female one. Let me show you. Give me a moment. Oh, that's the thing that we cannot control, right? That the technical part of it. Oh, so this is the female one, because he is under her feet is the cup. So, Christian, yes, the lions are guarding the door. Yes, all right, and it's also an auspicious symbol. And that's why you can see the lions, because they are guardians. So they look a little bit unfriendly, right? Because they need to cast away or ward away the evil ones. Yep. Okay, because I am getting a bit of problem here. So I'm just going to quickly. Yes, I will take some pictures and post it on the comment so that you can have a good look at the lions, because as I mentioned, my gimbal is not working very well, so sorry. All right, so I'm going to post a picture of the lions so that you can see the difference between the male lion and the female lion. Yes, Michaela, baby lions is close to the left, so that is the mom. Wow, congratulations, Michaela. Yeah, I'm going to post the photograph, so don't worry when I end this live tour. So, thank you so much, guys, for joining me this morning. Right, pardon me for this malfunction of the gimbal in the last 5 minutes of the tour. But I hope you enjoy my stories, and my tour is so a lot of time and effort, as you can see, that I have put in for this tour for all of us, because just want to make sure everybody, you guys have a good time with me. I'm so sorry with the trembling, because I'm holding the phone using my hand now. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So yes, I hope. Okay, this is better now. So I'm going to end the tour soon, but I hope that you have enjoyed the tour. As you can see, we put in a lot of effort to make this tour possible, just to make sure you guys have an enjoyable time with us. And of course, thanks to SANDEMANs, all right, for this opportunity. And I hope that if you enjoyed the tour, you will not hesitate, all right, to click the donation link below, so that it serves as an encouragement for me as well as SANDEMANs to continue, all right, to do a virtual tour, to show that a virtual tour can work in this pandemic time, and everybody can get feel a little bit more positive in our life in this current situation. So without further ado, all right, thank you for your donations. Thank you, Lisa. All right, you have any questions, I will answer to your questions, all right, after this tour. And I will see you back in Singapore very soon. Have a good day. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.